Jack Smith's Special Counsel Final Report, Volume 1 Breakdown. Jack Smith, the special counsel tasked with investigating Donald Trump's alleged election interference and conspiracy charges, has released the highly anticipated Volume 1 of his final report. This 140-page document delves into the evidence, reasoning, and legal strategies behind the prosecution of Trump. Notably, it outlines why Smith believes there was sufficient admissible evidence to secure a conviction against Trump at the beyond a reasonable doubt standard, a critical threshold in criminal cases. This report is a historical document that solidifies the facts, decisions, and implications of the Justice Department's actions in these unprecedented investigations. To help unpack its significance, Karen Friedman Agnifilo, a 30-year prosecutor with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, shared her insights during our discussion on Legal AF After Dark. The purpose and legal context of the report. Under the statutes governing special counsels, Smith was required to submit a comprehensive report to both the Attorney General and Congress. This report had to explain the scope of his investigation, the evidence uncovered, and the reasoning behind decisions to bring, or not bring, specific charges. Karen Agnifilo pointed out that such reports are common practice. Historical examples include the Mueller report on Russian interference in the 2016 election and the report addressing classified document handling by President Joe Biden. Transparency through these reports is vital to ensure accountability and provide the public with a full understanding of investigations of national importance. January 6th and election interference. One reason Volume 1 of the report didn't shock many experts was the extensive public record already available regarding January 6th and election interference. Much of the groundwork had been laid by the Select Committee hearings in Congress, which provided a detailed timeline and evidence of Trump's actions. The indictment and superseding indictments issued by Jack Smith's office further solidified the picture. However, Agnifilo noted that this case presented a unique challenge. Trump maintained a degree of separation from the violent acts of January 6th. While he was undoubtedly the driving force behind the rally and subsequent riot, proving incitement to insurrection under criminal law requires demonstrating clear intent. Smith explicitly noted in his report that this was why he refrained from charging Trump with incitement or insurrection-related crimes. The importance of Volume 2, Mar-a-Lago classified documents case. For Agnifilo, the report she truly anticipated was Volume 2, which will focus on the Mar-a-Lago classified documents investigation. This case, unlike January 6th, has largely remained shrouded in secrecy due to its sensitive nature. There were no public hearings akin to the January 6th Select Committee, and much of the evidence is under seal due to national security concerns. This investigation involves allegations of obstruction, reckless handling of classified materials, and potential violations of federal law. Unlike January 6th, where Trump's involvement was indirect, the evidence in the Mar-a-Lago case directly implicates him. Reports indicate that Trump personally obstructed justice, lied to federal investigators, and retained classified documents after leaving office. This clear, direct behavior makes Volume 2 a critical piece in understanding the broader scope of Trump's legal exposure. Jack Smith's 4-page cover letter, a unique defense. Perhaps the most striking feature of Volume 1 was the 4-page cover letter Smith included. This letter served as a defense of his work, his team, and the integrity of the investigation. It's uncommon for such reports to include such a letter, but Smith's decision reflects the intense scrutiny and criticism his team has faced from Trump and his allies. Smith's letter reaffirmed that his actions were apolitical and guided solely by the facts and the law. He emphasized that his team followed the Justice Department's prosecutorial standards and pursued charges only when the evidence met the high bar required for conviction. He also defended his team against personal attacks, highlighting the professionalism and dedication of the prosecutors and investigators involved. Key points from the cover letter. Sufficient evidence to convict. Smith wrote that, absent Trump's election to the presidency, there was sufficient admissible evidence to secure a conviction against him. This statement underscored the strength of the case and the belief that Trump's actions met the criteria for criminal liability. Explaining restraint, Smith detailed why certain charges, such as incitement to insurrection, were not pursued. This decision was based on the difficulty of proving intent beyond a reasonable doubt in Trump's case, given his indirect involvement in the violence of January 6th. Defense against. The letter served as a rebuke to Trump's claims that the investigation was a politically motivated witch hunt. Smith reiterated that his team operated independently and followed the evidence wherever it led. Challenges of the investigation and broader implications. Smith's report also highlighted the challenges posed by Trump's legal strategies, including delay tactics and appeals. Trump's frequent motions to dismiss and late-stage filings have successfully prolonged the legal process, delaying justice. Agnifilo and Michael Popek discussed how these delays were exacerbated by the initial hesitancy of Attorney General Merrick Garland to appoint a special counsel and pursue charges aggressively. Another issue raised in the report is the broader political context. Smith noted that Trump's decision to run for president again collided with the timeline of the investigation, creating the appearance of political overlap. However, Smith maintained that this was purely coincidental and did not influence his prosecutorial decisions. Will it be released? Volume 2, covering the Mar-a-Lago case, has yet to be released. Smith's transmittal letter recommended withholding this report until the resolution of ongoing appeals involving Trump's co-defendants. Attorney General Garland agreed, citing concerns about prejudicing those cases. This delay raises questions about transparency and whether the full extent of Trump's actions will be made public. Agnifilo and Popek debated whether the public deserves access to this critical information, given its importance to understanding the threat Trump's actions pose to national security and the rule of law. Jack Smith's Volume 1 report serves as a crucial document for preserving the historical record of Trump's attempts to undermine democracy. While much of its content may not be new, its detailed legal analysis and Smith's personal defense offer important context for understanding the decisions made in this unprecedented case. Looking ahead, the release of Volume 2 will be pivotal in shaping the narrative around Trump's legal legacy. For now, Volume 1 underscores a simple yet profound principle: no one is above the law.